She is the head volleyball coach at Southern University.
Good,
Coach Don Barnes.
good morning. Good morning. Good
Good morning.
morning.
And not only Coach Don Barnes, we got Deborah Jackson in the building as well. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, let's talk about volleyball. We jump right in it. Coach Dunn, you just wrapped up your first season and coming in and making a statement in terms of your program. You guys made it into the opening round of the volleyball tournament last year. You fell short to Jackson State, but nonetheless, in year one, you're building something. Talk about the program and just coming into the culture at Southern because you're familiar with the HBCU space, right? I saw you were at South Carolina State. You were at Howard. You've been around at Pittsburgh and some other places, George Mason. Just talk about your coaching background and what you're trying to establish here with the program.
Well, first of all, thank you for having us. Thank you for having us on your show this morning,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to thank A.D. Banks and Ms. Sturgis for this opportunity here at Southern University. And wow, it's definitely been a journey. I've been at a lot of stops, like you said, Howard, George Mason, Pitt. But every opportunity that I've had, I've always wanted to come back into the HBCU. I feel like I want to give back to the athletes that look like me.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up in a PWI neighborhood school, I wasn't that fortunate to be around athletes and other players that look like me. So now that I have the opportunity to do that, I'm very excited. So much talent, so much culture. This opportunity at Southern has just been a blessing, and I came in and I inherited a program that was kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, A.D. Banks called me. I was sitting on my couch and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm sitting on my couch," and he told me what was happening here at Southern, and I got on a plane and came out, and I came back 2 more times, and I'm here.
Now, Deborah, we got Deborah Jackson here in the studio as well. You're going to talk from a different perspective in terms of booster, trying to get support and resources to this volleyball program. Talk about that.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here, Jaguar Nation, and I'm here in support of Coach Barnes and the Southern University volleyball program. I was one of the first to win a conference championship at Southern,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to pause and give our head coach, and I have to say this, if you know him, often imitated but never duplicated, the legendary Coach Nathaniel Deneau,
Mm-hmm.
who has been just a tower in the volleyball world, and he's been a father figure and a mentor to many of us. And so we as alum are excited about supporting this program, and I think it's a great weekend to be in Louisiana with Super Bowl in New Orleans, just an hour away. And so we're looking for donors and people who are interested in supporting this program.
Yeah. Now, if anybody out there who wants to be a part of that, to see the support go to this program, what do they need to do? How do they get in contact you? What are the different avenues for that to happen?
Well, one of the best ways that they can get in contact with me right now, since we're just starting this,
Mm-hmm.
is to contact Coach Barnes at Southern University, and I think she's going to give her information out. They can reach out to her, and she's going to get that information to us. We have some alum that are in town this weekend to support an event that we're having today. So we've kind of just got this started, but we're super excited about it.
And for you, Coach Barnes, looking at this program, what are resources, support that you need to get this program where you want to see it in terms of the tradition of, like she said, winning and getting it back to hosting up that SWAC championship trophy?
Absolutely. I think at the end of the day, we need donors to come in and help us. The makeup of the facility that we're playing in at Seymour Hall, getting us equipment to make us more efficient in the gym. And then we need equipment. We just need, gear, equipment, things like that to keep us maintained throughout the season and after. And the continued support. The support will allow fans in the stands, which is what is the ultimate goal. And I'm just grateful for Deborah and like she said, the legendary Coach Deneau. He's been an inspiration to me since I've stepped foot on campus, and so he's definitely helping me out as well.
Now, I always like to have this conversation with coaches because we live in this ever-changing world of athletics, right? And we often talk about the basketball and football of the world, but when it pertains to volleyball, what does NIL and the transfer portal look like, and how does it affect the world of even you dealing with volleyball?
Oh, that's a great question. The transfer portal right now is every coach's. I want to say it could be a blessing and a curse for me right now. It's definitely a blessing. I'm definitely attracting a lot of kids in the transfer portal, and I'm happy to say I've got 2 coming in the transfer portal. As far as NIL, I think Southern University is just getting on the the map with that and getting acclimated to that. So that's still in progress, but those are two very key components that we're looking to build on.
And even with recruiting, because we have people that listen from all across the country, what are you looking for when you bring in a young lady, when you step foot in their home, or you're traveling, you're recruiting, or you're having conversations? What are you looking for out of a student athlete to be a part of your program?
You said the key word, student.
Mm-hmm.
I want someone that's a great student, getting it done in the classroom first, because that transfers to the court. GPA, coming from a solid family background, playing the sport itself. You know, you have to have a volleyball IQ to play the sport at this level. So just making certain that I'm balancing out that, and just athletes. People that are getting it done on and off the court, and wanting to be at Southern University.
Now, I don't know where the hotbeds for volleyball are. Like, some people say, you go here, you go there. What are the hotbeds for volleyball, and what is the state of high school volleyball? Because, you can get out the transfer portal, but you also, you bring in a high school student, you develop them, you bring them through the program. What does volleyball, the state of high school volleyball, look like here first at home in the state of Louisiana? And where are those hotbeds that you look to go to possibly pull some of those student athletes?
Believe it or not, when I do my recruiting, I always look in my backyard first, because I feel like there's some untapped talent that a lot of coaches don't necessarily get an opportunity to see. I'm super excited. We've got two kids from Louisiana coming, two Southern that have already committed, and one's from New Orleans, and both of them are actually from New Orleans. And then obviously the hub of volleyball is Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Texas.
All right. And then it's from my hometown in Chicago, the Midwest. We attract a lot of athletes there, California, Florida. But I mean, Texas is where a lot of the athletes are coming from. I think I have 6 athletes from the Houston area currently right now. So yeah, and then there's the internationals getting big too. So it's a plethora coming from all over.
And Deborah, you talking about your relationship to the program and coming from a program that at that time was here.
Right.
Talk about that experience, and you coming to Southern, clearly from Texas, so just that experience and being a part of this program and wanting to see it get back to that.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to her. I think alums can help a lot in sending great players to Southern University. I know that I've done that in the past, and I just want to also talk about the fact that we won 3 conference championships, made about 10 appearances in the finals. I think we won 1988 conference championship, 1993, and 1998.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want to see this program get back to the glory days. And also we were talking about needs, in order to attract that top talent, we've got to have great facilities. We got to have, gear. I was just talking to a high school soccer coach the other day, and they've got 5 different jerseys that they wear. And so we want to be able to give that same thing to young ladies when they come here to Southern. As you know, as women, when we look good, we feel good, and we play great.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we're trying to get back to.
And looking at the overall program, when you came in, looking at this program and now moving forward, what was your thoughts after year 1?
Oh, I'm excited about year 1. We had a great year. I mean, beating Grambling, sweeping Grambling twice, and then just seeing the talent and where we started in August to how we finished in November was unbelievable, and the girls finally bought in. And a lot of times these young ladies haven't come from winning programs, so they don't know what it feels like to have that success. And then when you get a little bit of that success, then it's like, hey, we can do this. And so we know that we're capable of doing it, so now we just need to build off of it.
And talking with Deborah, talking about the support and being the booster and trying to give you resources, what are ways people can get in contact with you if they want to be a part of this program that are out there listening?
There's 2 ways. My email is dawn, dawn.barnes, BARNES, @sus.edu. I can also provide a Southern University Foundation link as well that will allow patrons to, click on the link and donate that way as well.
And quick question before I get ready to let you guys go. What is the state of SWAC volleyball currently when you look at the landscape of it?
SWAC volleyball is getting bigger and bigger. Obviously, our top competitors are the FAMUs and the Jackson States, but I mean, we are now competing.
2 teams we do not like.
Yes.
So we're now competing with a lot of the PWIs. We had an opportunity to go to New Mexico. I mean, we're playing, the Stanfords, and we're doing things like that. So we're getting our name out there. It's just, it may take a little bit longer to get there, but we're definitely getting there. So the SWAC conference is definitely a force to be reckoned with, and Southern University volleyball is right up there with them.
Well, I want to thank you guys for coming in the studio and giving us some insight into the program. It's great to be able to have you on. And hopefully this is not your last time. I'd love to have you on more to talk about the state of the program and where it's headed, and the fact that you're buying into the program as the coach, and you're only as good as the leader. So when we see the leader headed in the right direction, it attracts everybody else. And then with the board, Jackson, John, the process saying, hey, we understand what it takes. These are the necessary things that we're trying to bring to the program. I like it. It's good energy, and I wish you guys the best with this. And anybody that's out there listening, give them your information one more time if they want to become a part of the program, have resources, even a recruit that's out there. They say, I want to send the coach.
All right, it's Dawn.Barnes at sus.edu. My cell is 615-498-8841, and I'll include the link as well.
All right. I appreciate you guys. We got to get ready to go to break. We got the board Jackson and Coach Don Barnes here. Thank you guys for coming in this morning and giving us some insight.